Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, 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 and welcome, 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 welcome back, beautiful people. Hola, como estas? Come on in and let's get comfortable. You already know. Welcome back to the All In, No Limits podcast, where you already know we put it all on the table. We come here to heal. We come here to grow. We come here to be honest and truthful with ourselves. Why? Because we want to be better. We want to be the best version of ourselves. So I thank you again for tuning back into the All In No Limit podcast, where you're going to always find me, your girl, your sister, your best friend, your pusher, your motivator, your hype man. Whatever you need me to be, I got you, okay? Thank you again for tuning in. It's me, your girl, Sharon Yvonne, and we are back with another show. We are back. We are back. Everybody say, we back. I will be a little goofy today. That's what y'all gonna get. Y'all gonna get goofy, Sharon. Even though we about to talk about some real good stuff, I'm gonna be a little goofy. I might laugh a little. Laugh with me, because what's better than laughing? It's the best medicine for every remedy of everything that goes on in life, right? So today, our topic of discussion is entitlement. Do you, before we ask anybody else, are you an entitled person? Do you feel entitled? Do you feel, I'm going to give y'all the definition from Webster. Y'all already know. But do you feel like people have to do things for you? Do you feel like they are obligated to do what you want, when you want, and how you want? Because we about to, when I tell you, we about to talk about it. Yeah, we're about to talk about it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because in order for us to heal and grow from certain things, we have to face it. A lot of people don't want to look themselves in the mirror and say, okay, you got a problem. You got an issue. You need to work on this. You need to work on that. Allergies are kicking in, y'all. I forgot about that. Give me 1 second. Okay. I'm back. Okay. So, I find it that that oftentimes a lot of things that are rooted in us, it comes from, and I'm learning this in school, y'all, about how our environment and our culture influence us to be a certain way. Meaning, how you were raised in your household, or the constant environments that you were raised around, they have a direct influence on how we behave, how we respond, how we even work, how we interact with people. Do you understand that a lot of the reasons why we respond to certain things a certain way, the way that we act in certain situations, has a direct correlation to experiences that we had? Like, some things are triggers, right? Some things are triggers, and we don't realize it's a trigger until it happened, and then we're like, ooh, there's a reason why we do and say and act and behave the way that we act. Now, entitlement, we're going to come back to that. But what I've learned is, I thank God, because in spite of the environments that I was raised in spite of the things that I noticed and I saw and I encountered as a child, as a young adult, and even as an adult growing up, you know, your environments and your experiences have a way of shaping you and molding you into the person that you are, right? However, I thank God that some of those things that I've experienced and I witnessed and I saw, instead of me adapting to them, instead of me picking them up and doing what I saw and saying the things that I saw and acting in the behaviors that I saw, I chose that I wanted opposite. I didn't want that. I was like, no. I wanted something different. I wanted something more. I wanted a different outcome. And so in order for you to get a different outcome, you got to try some different things. You know what I'm saying? What they say insanity is a person who keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Well, if you never do anything different, how are you going to expect a different result? If I keep doing 1, 2, 3, I'm going to keep getting 1, 2, 3. I can't get ABC unless I do ABC. So in order for you to get a different result, you have to be choosing and willing to do something different. I saw the results and I saw the things that was happening to the people in the environments and the stuff that, like, I was like, I don't want that. I didn't want that for my life. That didn't bring me any type of peace or security or any type of thing. I didn't want it. So I was like, okay, Sharon, you gonna make your own rules and you gonna do what is pleasing to you. You gonna do what is satisfying to you. And not in the sense of me trying to be better than anyone, but me trying to be better than what I saw. I wasn't willing to create a hostile environment for myself in every atmosphere. Like every environment that I'm in, I create a hostile environment. No. I make everything about me. No. The lack of what I didn't have, I feel like I'm entitled to it now, or the world owe me something. There are so many people around my age and a little bit older that honestly believe that the world owes them something. Like they're entitled to stuff, right? Like you have kids nowadays that feel like they are entitled. Now let's talk about entitlement, right? I love how the conversations just flow into what we need to talk about, right? So the Webster Dictionary talk about entitlement. Let's talk about it. Believing oneself to be inherently deserving of privileges or special treatment. Let's go a little bit deeper because y'all know I'm going to put my little stake on it, right? It says feeling that you have the right to do or have whatever you want without having to work for it or deserve it just because you are you. I'm so sorry. So the reason why I'm laughing and probably laughing really hard is because I know people like this. And it's baffling that they feel like they don't have to work for nothing. They don't have to do nothing. They literally feel like the world owes them stuff. They don't do nothing for nobody. Like nothing. You do nothing. Absolutely nothing for anyone. Some of these kids don't even do their chores. Some of them don't even know what a chore is. Baby, I've been washing dishes since I was probably like in the 2nd grade. Like cooking meals since like the 3rd. Like I've been doing, like, you know, people oftentimes feel like they're entitled. But let me go a little bit further on what I see entitlement as. I feel like it's a personality trait. It's based on a person's belief that they deserve privileges and recognition for things that they didn't even do. Like, you want recognition, you want honor, you want glory, and you want accolades. Like, you want things that you didn't earn. You want things that you're really not entitled to. Let's talk about this. Let me take a sip of this juice real quick, y'all. But you mean to tell me that just because you're you, I'm so sorry for laughing, but just because you're you, you feel like just because you're you, you deserve this, that, and that, and that, and that. You have some women, and I'm not bashing us women because I love my beautiful, beautiful women in every shade, in every size, in every form. I love us, okay? I'm rooting for us. You guys, I'm a woman first. I root for all women. Do you understand me? Because we are it, first of all. Second of all, we have some people, not just women, but men too. We have people in this world that feel like just because they're them, you gotta take care of them. You gotta provide for them. You gotta. One of my friends, this is a sidebar real quick. Sidebar, we're gonna get back into entitlement because I got some more stuff I wrote about this thing and we're gonna talk about it. He said, I love having guy friends. They are the funniest people in the world because they are so blunt. They are so like just I love being able to have these deep water conversations with them, and they just tell me anything. One of my friends talked about how he was dating a girl, right? And she got kids. And dating people with kids is not the easiest thing, but it's not always the hardest thing. It depends on the people and the people that they're connected to. We ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't, because I've dated people with kids and I loved every single child like they were my own, y'all. Like, I have attachment issues. Y'all already know. I told y'all this before. The separation issue thing, I'm attached, especially when it's kids. I get attached. Anyway, he said he was dating this girl, right? And she got kids. And she told him, yeah, when we get married, you're going to have to take care of me. You're going to have to take care of my kids. You're going to have to take care of my family. Like, how do you feel entitled that he just gotta? He has to. First of all, what? Second of all, who are you talking to? Are you even worthy of him coming in and taking care of you and your children? Like, what are you doing, ma'am? What do you got going on? What can you add to this man so great? Like, you're not saying, baby, I'm going to motivate you and I'm going to support you and I'm going to build this business with you so we'll be able to take care of our family and we won't have to want for nothing and we can take care, because I'm the type, real sidebar, another sidebar from the sidebar. I'm the type, like, if me and my husband are together, and I pray that his parents are alive, like, I want to be able to eventually build like these back homes in our backyard for our parents, because I want our parents close by. Once your parents and stuff get up in age, you want to see them. You want to make sure they're well. You want to make sure they're within a reach. I'm the parent. You're not living in my house, Savani Lease James. You're not living in my house, but you will be living in that back house that I'm gonna build just for you. Okay, just for you. I'm gonna make sure it's a lot of space. I'm gonna make sure it's at least 2-3 bedrooms so you can have your space and do your thing. But you ain't coming in this house, okay? You can come over for dinner. You can even come over for breakfast. But you're not staying in this house. You will be in the back house. But that's me. I will want our parents close by. I will make sure they're so... That's why I'm telling you, I'm working on something, y'all. I'm working on something. So... But I wouldn't make my husband feel like, oh, you're obligated to do this. You have to do this. You have to do that. Because when your person finds you, they're going to want to take care of you. And that's men or women. Because when my person find me, when my husband, if you're listening, when you come get me, I am going to take care of you in a place and time that you've never experienced before. I am going to love you. I'm going to support you. I'm going to cater to you. But I don't understand why people don't believe that this is a two-way street. You have to give and take, give and take. You can't just take. And that's how I feel entitled people feel. They just feel like take. It's all about me. It's about what I need and what I want. Which brings me to the next point. I told you I'd be writing notes. I really need my glasses, but they over there somewhere and I can't get to them. But we gonna make this bigger so I can see. But it says self-entitled people tend to be self-centered, always thinking about their own needs and wants first before anyone else. They only think that what others want or need isn't as important as theirs. Have you ever met someone so selfish? It is really hard for me to be in covenant with people that are selfish. And I think because I'm such a giving person, it's really hard for me to mesh and even tolerate someone that is so selfish and inconsiderate that only thinks about themselves. Now, granted, like I tell y'all, we talk about how life be lifing, right? It be real life lifing, right? And so when it's lifing, we be like, everybody is dealing with it the way that they know how to deal with it. Everybody is trying to handle the situation as much as they can handle the situation, right? And sometimes some of us look real good while we handling it. I can honestly say that. Some of us, and I'm going to tell you why. Because some people could fake it. But for some of us, those of us who believe in the power of God, When I tell you he is our strength, he is our fortress. He literally holds us up and make us look good. And not just look good, but he make us feel good. Have you ever... If we start talking about that, I'm going to go in, y'all. So let's go the other way. Because I'm telling you, if you allow God to, like, he will pull you out of some dark and low and heavy places. He would... I'm telling you. So it's easy to look good when you have someone covering you, when you have someone protecting you, when you have someone sitting on you and resting in you and providing for you and making a way. Like, he's making a way. He's making a way. However, back to the entitled people. So I've had experience, and this is on so many levels, y'all. I'm sorry, something is bothering my mouth. On so many levels, I had to tell one of my sisters. I love talking about my sisters. You guys, I have so many amazing sisters. And they're amazing in all their own individual way. And when I tell you I heart them so much, like I literally heart them. And all of their craziness and all of their stuff. Like, I love the heck out of my sisters, right? So I had a conversation with one of my sisters recently. And my sister is one of those entitled people. And I have many, but this one knows who she is. I love you though, but I'm talking about you today. And I have to tell her, because sometimes we don't want to rip the band-aid off. We don't want to really tell people about themselves. And oftentimes I feel like it's unnecessary. Like, I'll just keep it to myself. I just like kind of let things pass, and I kind of keep my distance. If you rub me the wrong way, I'll just back off. And I'll just be cool. I ain't got nothing to say. I'ma just be cool. Don't ask me nothing because I ain't got nothing to say. Because you ask me, I'm going to tell you. Remember, if you ask me, I'm going to tell you. And I don't want to have to tell you. So just stay away, okay? So my sister went off on this tangent, which she always does. She's I don't know, but I just feel like she's like a spoiled brat, right? And she's always felt this way. She's always felt like she needs to do what she want to do. She wants what she wants. It got to be her way. You know, like that. But my sister, I had to tell her one day, like, girl, you gonna end up alone because you don't do nothing for anybody, but you swear that we owe you everything. Everything. Like, you need to humble yourself. You need to humble yourself and realize that you don't do nothing for nobody. And nobody is obligated. Let's go to obligated, because you know what? I really like that word. And people think that you're obligated to help them. People think because that's your family, that's your friends, you're obligated. You have to. No, we don't. Where at in any Bible or any book or any dictionary where it say just because that's your family or your friend, they gotta have your back? That's your family or your friend, they gotta support your business. That's your family or your friend, they don't gotta do nothing. All we have to do is wake up, live, and eventually we go be with God. But listen, we're not obligated to do anything for you. A lot of people feel like they put too many attachments on friendships and family ships. Like, they put too many attachments. Because you're this, you obligated to do that. Let's talk about obligated. I'm going to read y'all a definition because y'all already know that's what I do. Obligated. I like this one. Committed. Like, it says, you're bind or compelled. So, bind means, I love that word. Because it got something to do with God. That's why. I love that word. But it means like you pretty much have no choice. Let's break it down. Let's come down the street real quick. You have no choice. you are required. It's like a requirement. Like, you require people. Let's look at another one. You are bind, legal, or morally constrained. You are obligated to repay. Oh, like, okay. Commit something such as funds to meet an obligation. Okay. Feeling that you owe someone something. That's the one I'm looking for. Yeah, I know I always gotta find the one I'm looking for. Feeling that you owe someone something because you are grateful for what they have done for you. Now, see, the difference between that is I can feel like I'm obligated to do something for someone because maybe they've done something for me. And not so much as feel like I'm obligated, but I want to. I want to be able to give back. I want to be able to say thank you. I want to say I appreciate you. So I feel like I'm obligated. That's something. But how does an entitled person that do nothing for nobody feel like that you're obligated to do something for them? Like, it don't make it make sense. Make it make sense. How do you feel that people are obligated to do whatever it is you want them to do and you do nothing for nobody? I wait. Because who are you helping? Who? Because entitled people only feel like they matters. They feel like whatever they're dealing with and going through is more important than you. Have you ever had to talk to someone, or you wanted to open up to someone and you wanted to let out whatever you're going through, but people made every conversation about them? Have you ever just needed to talk and vent and then they make the conversation about them? No? I'm the only one? Like, everything is not about you. Sometimes I just need to talk. Sometimes I just need to get this out. And you're going to make this whole, you're going to change around to where now we're just talking about what you want to talk about. Now we're only talking about your issues and your problems and your situation and your. When are you going to take time enough to listen to other people? When are you going to take time out to help someone else? When? Because you're feeling that you're obligated to something. Like, you want people to honor you, but you haven't did nothing honorable. You want people to acknowledge you because of the little things you do, but you don't acknowledge nobody else. You don't give nobody else their accolades. You don't give nobody else their flowers. You don't clap for nobody else, but you want the world to clap for you. Come on now, we got to do better. We have to do better, and more so those of us. This ain't for everybody. This is a sidebar for those only. Those of us who belong to God, like, we got to do better. We got to do better, because I tell people all the time, I don't want God's glory. I don't want it at all. I don't want God's glory. If God did it, please give him all honor and glory. Even if he utilized me to help you, give God all honor and glory. I do not want it. Because let me tell you something, he takes good care of me. And I'm not going to ever give someone else his glory. Because I know where my help comes from. And even if you did do something for me, I'm going to really appreciate you. And I'm going to tell you thank you. And I am going to acknowledge you. Hold on one second. And I am going to acknowledge you. For sure, for sure. But the honor and glory is going to go to nobody but God. I'm going to appreciate you. But the honor and glory is going to go to God. I'm going to thank you to the utmost that I could. But the honor and the glory is going to go to God every single time. Also, what I've noticed about entitled people. And if I'm coming down your street, it's okay. It's okay. Because you got time to change it. You got time to fix it. You have time to get it right. As long as you got breath in your body, my love, as long as you got breath in your body, you have time to change it. You have time to fix it. You don't have to dwell in the issues of who you are. Change it. Fix it. People that are entitled end up alone. People that are selfish and self-centered and only think about themselves end up alone. People who always think that everything is about them end up alone. And no, let me tell you also about entitled people, because there are entitled people that actually do stuff for people, but they only do stuff because they want you to acknowledge them. They only do stuff because they want recognition. They only do stuff so later they can throw it up in your face. Those are not nice people. You have to change that. If you're going to do something for someone, do it from the kindness of your heart. Don't do it because, and then when you need help, you feel like people are obligated to help you just because you did what you did. Did you do what you did so that people can help you, or did you do what you did because you genuinely wanted to be nice? You genuinely wanted to help. Make it make sense. Oh, you don't like what I got to say? I ain't talking about nobody. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. I'm so sorry, but it's the truth. Like, sometimes you gotta check yourself. I check myself all the time. I'm telling you, self-reflection, like, really reflect on yourself. Look at yourself. Are you proud of the person you are? I want all of us to be proud of who we are. I want all of us to be the best version of who we are. But in order to tap into the best version of who you are, you have to sometimes get to the root of some of your issues. It can't be everybody. When everybody is singing the same song about you, it's not everybody, baby. It's you. You need a reality check. You need help. You need deliverance. And baby, I'm not saying that in a mean way. I'm saying it in a way because there was a time I needed help. I need help. You can ask my pastor. Every time he preaches, I'll be like, send help. Send help. Because I acknowledge that there's things that I need to work on for me. I used to have a real bad attitude. And it wasn't like, not like that, because I never really had a bad attitude, but with some people I had a bad attitude, and I had to check myself because I was out of line, I was out of order, and I had no right to be that way. But again, it was when I was younger and I didn't know how to communicate what I felt. So instead of me communicating it, it came out in my emotions and my actions, which I wasn't very proud of. That's why I thank God that I'm not her anymore. Like, we all have issues. And my thing is, if you see something about yourself that you're not proud of, get to the root of the issue. Figure out what the problem is and fix it. You can fix it. There is nothing that you cannot do for you. You have the ability to fix it. Get the help that you need. There's nothing wrong with getting help. There's nothing wrong with saying, look, I have this problem and I really want to work through it, because I don't want to lose all my family and friends because I'm just this self-centered individual who don't care about nobody else and feel like everybody owe me something. Why do you feel like everybody have to give you gifts for your birthday? If you don't make a list and check it twice and make sure you get what you want on your list, I make a list for my birthday every year. Those who know me know this. I make a list for my birthday every year. My kid be like, TT, send me your list. Send me your list. I'm going to buy something off your list. Those who know me, they'll be like, oh, Sharon, send me a list. My sister, Keith, send me a list. I'm going to buy you some stuff off your list. They know me. Now, granted, they're not obligated to ask me for my list. They're not obligated to even buy me something for my birthday. They're not obligated to celebrate me. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain. Sharon is going to celebrate herself. Everybody know that. I'm going to take myself on a trip. I'm going to buy myself whatever I want. And I do have this new thing where I buy myself a gun every year. Yeah. Whatever I want, I'm going to get it. For me, I spoil myself rotten. I don't feel like anyone else is obligated to do anything for me at all. You're not obligated to help me if I'm struggling. There was a time I was struggling when I first got my house, you guys. I had went back to school full time, I told y'all, for my bachelor's degree. And I had stopped working. And that was hard, because how do you pay a mortgage without money? Like, it's a mortgage. And if you late on your mortgage one time, it's going to kick your credits. I mean it. Don't be late on your mortgage. I was. Not only was I late, I'm about to be so vulnerable with y'all. Not only was I late, y'all, but I almost lost my house. And I'm going to tell you how on time God is. So I finally finished school real quick, finished school. Went back to work. I was working for TSA, right? And I don't know if y'all remember, but back then, I don't remember what year it was, but everybody was like going on strike and all this other stuff. And we didn't get paid. We weren't getting paid, y'all. We were not getting paid. We were working and not getting paid. I got a letter of my house going in foreclosure. And they was like, you have until March. It was like March 5th or 6th, something like that. I said, well, God, I don't know how I'm going to come up with all this money. Doing the best I can. And I need help. I need help. Now, I don't know who y'all go to ask for help, but I know when I need help, I ask God. And the reason why I ask God is because he's my provider. He's the only one that really understands me, and he's the only one that I actually depend on. He's the only one that I feel like he's obligated to take care of me. And the reason why I feel that way is because he told me he will always take care of me. He will never leave me nor forsake me. So I put that obligation on him only. He's the only person that I feel like has to come through for me, because he's the only one that always come through for me. Not saying that other people don't come through for me, because that's not what I'm saying. I have people that really be looking out for me, really that care for me, really that love me, and really step up on my behalf. I appreciate you. But what I'm saying is he's the only one that I depend on to do it. Like, he's my ultimate provider. He is whatever I need. He'd be like, baby, you don't need that. He's told me no, y'all. He'll tell you no. And you have to be able to accept the no's. You have to be able to accept it, because sometimes he's going to tell you no. It ain't nothing you can do about it. And I would rather take that no from God, because his yes is going to be real, real good. His yes is going to be better than that no that I was asking for anyway. You have to learn how to accept his no's. But anyway, back to what I was saying. What I was saying was, he's the only person that I feel obligated to do anything for me. So you have to get in the habit of, so even though I'm telling you about people that feel entitled, my people who are entitled, feeling like you're entitled and you're watching this, what I need you to do is do better. Fix yourself. Go to therapy. Get help. You tired of having no friends and no family around because people can't stand you. That's why. And I'm being honest with you. And I'm only being honest. I'm trying to rip the Band-Aid off, because I need you to understand that what you're doing is wrong. And what brought me to that realization, because I had to tell my sister, like, look, I don't know who you think you are, but you need to check yourself. I'm tired of being quiet. I'm tired of letting you slide. I'm tired of just brushing it off. I'm tired. And then you come back, you don't apologize, you don't correct your behavior, and then you do it again. Something has to give. Because I'm not going to keep accepting you and allowing you back into my personal space and my intimate space, to where I feel like I could trust you only for you to let me down again. I'm going to stop you at the door. You're not allowed to come in. You can't pass over the threshold anymore. You're going to be on the outside looking in, because you don't respect or cherish or value this space that we've given you. And I had to tell her, like, you don't help. You don't do nothing. What do you do for people to where you feel like we're obligated to help you? Every time you call, we help you. Every time you need, we help you. But the moment something don't go your way, you want to cuss and fuss and yell? Absolutely not. Anybody that's ever been to my house, no, I have really great hospitality. Like, really great hospitality. Like, my mom, when she would come visit my house, she would think that she was at a bed and breakfast, because baby didn't do nothing. She didn't cook, she didn't clean, she didn't do. I took care of everything. Whatever she needed, she got. If she needed water, juice, sodas, wine, whatever she wanted, she got it delivered to her. I give great hospitality. I will cook for you. I will make sure you're comfortable. If you're hot, I'll turn the air on. If you're cold, I'll turn the heater on and give you some extra coverage. Whatever you need, I make sure you're in a comfortable bed. I made sure that I would sleep on the couch or an air bed before I let my company not be comfortable. That's how I am. Now, it was my fault. You gotta take fault when it's your fault. It was my fault to go. I went to someone's house. I'm not gonna say who the person is. I ain't gonna say it's my sister or anybody. It's a person. But I went to their house, and they had extra beds, y'all. And they told me, you need to bring your air bed so that you can sleep in the living room. And I ain't tripping. Because what I don't like to do is have to depend on people. But I needed to stay at their house this time, right? So I brought my airbed, and I'm like, oh, they must. My thing was, oh, they must have people staying because they have extra beds and rooms and space. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe, they have people. No, the rooms were empty. The beds were available. But you have to go sleep on that airbed. And I was like, ooh, that's different. Because when you come to my house, you're treated like royalty. But Sharon, what makes you think just because you treat people like royalty, they have to treat you like royalty? What makes you think just because you're good to people, people have to be good to you? You still not obligated. People still don't have to. And that's why I have to check myself. Just because you're good to people don't mean people have to be good to you. I expect it. I would like to, because I feel like whatever I give, I should be reciprocated. But no, that ain't how it works. Some people are who they are. And you have to accept that. Some people only care about what they're going through. When they're grieving, they don't care about that you losing people, that you've lost loved ones. They don't care. They only care about what they're going through, what they're feeling. Why you ain't called? Why you ain't spend time? Why you? But what about me? What about my healing? What about my grieving? What about my trauma? What about what I need? What about what I need? But when somebody can tell you, I can't think about what you need right now because I only care about what I need, that's when you know it's time to separate yourself from people. Somebody said that to me. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. I mean, we're all going through things. How could you fix your mouth to tell somebody, I don't care about what you're going through? I just need you to care about what I'm going through. That's the most selfish thing you could ever tell someone. You just lost someone. Now I just lost someone, but you can't care about my loss because you only care about your loss. But you want me to put my loss to the side and be there for you. You want me to put my loss to the side and show up for you. But who's showing up for me? I gotta show up for me. So if showing up for me means I can't show up for you, so be it. Because we can't be that selfish. We cannot be that selfish. Do you know when I was in my grieving, when I was in a really hard place, I still allow myself to celebrate people in the purest and truest form. I celebrated birthdays. I celebrated weddings. I celebrated life with people while I was in a dark, sad, frustrating place, you guys. I put a smile. It was so hard to smile. You guys, when you have been through some stuff, and when I talk about literally crack your smile, like break it, shatter it, like it was hard to smile, you guys. It was hard to just like, and I could look back on those pictures and stuff where I tried to smile. It wasn't authentic. But I kept trying. I kept pressing. I kept working on me. I kept surrounding myself with the things that I needed to get better, to grow, and God did his. When I say he did his thing. And I was telling my auntie today, I said, I ain't never experienced joy like this. I have never experienced the peace of God. What I feel now, what I'm telling you is that if you know someone who is entitled, or if you are the person, you're listening to this and you are that person, and it might be hard for you to admit it, but maturity comes with being able to admit your wrongs. Maturity is being able to admit, this is me and I need to do better. This is me and I need to change. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with saying, I need to do better, or I want to change this. I know you tired of being alone. I know you tired of not having a friend. I know. And a lot of what some people that are entitled have, they have a yes man. They have someone that's going to tell them yes about everything. They're going to have someone that tell them they right about everything. You are wrong. You're wrong. You are wrong. You have to have good friends that can tell you you're wrong. You have to have good friends that's going to tell you need to do better. If I'm not doing my best and my friend don't tell me, oh, no, you could do better. And the reason why I don't really necessarily need that person to tell me, because I tell myself in a second. People hear me talking to myself all the time. Sharon, you got to do better. Sharon, you need to stay focused. Sharon, get it together. Because I care about the type of person that I am. And not just who I am to me, but who I am to those around me. I care. I care about what my kids think about me. You know what I'm saying? I care. I care about the relationship that I have with my mom and with my siblings. I care. I honestly care. I care, that when people are looking at me, that they see someone that is healthy, that is whole, that is, that is healing, that is helpful. Like, I care. I don't want people to see me as an evil person. I don't want people to see me as an entitled person. I don't want people to see me as a childish, or mean person. Who wants to be labeled as mean? And not saying that I can't be mean, because I can be rough. I can be very rough. Because if you say the wrong thing to me, my mouth might speak before my mind get a chance to think, and I'm going to say what I say, and you're going to feel how you feel. And I might feel bad about you feeling what you feel, but I probably meant what I say. But what I've learned now is, I'm so honest with myself, but what I learned now is, I think before I speak. And no matter how what you just said or what you just did make me feel, I have this thing where I have to sit back. And I'm going to think it through. And I might still come out swinging, y'all. But I'm going to think it through first. And I want to respond in a way that you really understand me. So I'm going to let you talk. I'm going to let you say what you feel. And I'm going to let you rip it. Go. I'm going to let you do what you do. But baby, when it's my turn, I'm going to try my hardest to be so gentle and so pure and so real. Because I want you to understand where I'm coming from. I don't want you to feel rage from me. I don't want you to feel anger from me. I want you to understand that what I'm about to say, I mean it. And if what I'm about to say going to cause us not to be close like we used to, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because I'm about to come down your alley and I'm about to give it to you in the rawest way I know how. Respectfully, though. Respectfully. The reason why I say that is because I love good and I love hard and I love with great intentions. If I love you, you know it. If I support you, you know it. And no, I might not do everything. And no, I might not remember. I don't remember half of yesterday. Sometimes I forget my own birthday. So charge it to my mind and not my heart. I literally send myself texts every day about stuff I need to do because I don't remember stuff. So please, don't just assume that people are supposed to remember and know everything. Sometimes you got to remind me, Sharon, remember you said, yeah, I remember saying something like that. So let me do. Like, be gentle and be compassionate and be empathetic. Like, be a little bit more calm. Like, don't be so ready to push everybody away. Don't be so ready to throw away your family and friends. Like, I know people that's the moment they get upset, and the moment things don't go their way, and the moment, they feel like, oh, you shoulda, you coulda, you woulda. The moment they ready to throw everything away. I'ma stay away from you. I ain't gonna deal with you. My kids can't come. Blah, blah. Like, come on now. You mean to tell me you about to throw away your family because you pissed? Like, get out your feelings. Get out your feelings and grow up. Get out your feelings and thinking that everything is about you. We're going to go back to the old episode. Always playing victim. Stop thinking you're always the victim. You are not the victim in this situation. In fact, you're the villain. And you need to stop hurting people. And you need to stop attacking people. And you need to stop feeling like the whole world owes you something. We don't owe you nothing. We really, really don't. I don't care if you take care of everybody, mom and cousin, brother, sister. I don't care if you fed the multitude. We do not owe you nothing. I don't care about how many good deeds you have. I don't care how many times you done fed the homeless, how many times you done went to the convalescent home and helped the elderly people. I don't care. I don't care how much stuff you just give away. People are still not obligated to do anything for you. They're not. Just because you raise your children, they're not obligated to take care of you. They didn't ask to be your children. They didn't. And I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but it's the truth. People are not obligated to do anything for you. At all. At all. Did I say at all? I meant it too. At all. They're not. They're not. You're obligated to take care of you. You're obligated to make sure you have everything that you need. You're obligated. You are. You are. Remember last show how we were talking about do you still blame people for how your life has turned out? Once you get to a certain point, remember how I was telling you how the environment that we're in and the things we grew up in, how it has a direct effect and correlation of how we act and how we breathe and how we speak and how we interact with other people. You still have a choice. You can either adapt to that thing and pick up those bad habits, or you can choose to be different. You have the option. Do not take away your options. If you choose to be like them, that's on you. But if you choose to be different, congratulations. Bravo. Tap yourself on the back of the shoulder because you deserve it. Choosing to be better, choosing to be different is a blessing. But even in that being better, nobody is still obligated to do anything for you. You are responsible for your own happiness. You are. I don't care who you married to. I don't care how many kids and people you have. Nobody is responsible for your happiness. If you're not happy, you need to figure out why. And you need to go figure it out, and you need to get to your happy place. Get to your happy place. Do what makes you happy. But if doing what makes you happy hurt other people, then maybe you need to reevaluate that thing. Because I don't think it's true happiness in being by yourself alone and not having nobody. Nobody. In a relationship, I don't care what kind of ship it is. It's a give and take. I love you, you love me. I support you, you support me. I help you, you help me. That's how I feel like all ships should be, you know? Like if I'm in a covenant ship with you, we should give and take. Sometimes you should feed my heart. And sometimes you should feed my spirit. And sometimes I'm going to feed yours. You know, that's how I feel. But just because that's what we feel doesn't mean we're obligated. You could be good to people till you're blue in the face and they're still not obligated to do absolutely anything. That's hard to deal with, huh? That's hard to take. That's hard to accept. But it's the truth. We're not obligated to do anything at all. So stop feeling entitled. Stop feeling like the world owes you something. Stop feeling like, you know, everybody have to do what you want them to do. Sometimes people ain't gonna show up. That's okay. So now you about to go off, cuss out the world because somebody didn't show up for you. But look at the people who did. You can't enjoy the moment. You mean to tell me you can't enjoy all these beautiful people who are here for you, who are supporting you, who are loving you? Like even if it's just a selective few. You only need just a few. God says where 2 or 3 are gathered, there I will be in the midst. He didn't need the multitude. He just needed 2 or 3 to be on one accord. I mean, all you need is just a few people that believe in you. But do you believe in them? Do you support them? And not just when everything is going good. You know, like people like, well, you didn't do this and I didn't see it. Sometimes you got to tell me stuff directly because I don't see everything. But if you need my help, call me. If you need my help, speak up. I'm willing to help. I'm willing to help. And understand this. One more thing. We're almost out of here. Understand this. Sometimes helping people means saying no. Sometimes helping people means saying no. I'm going to sip my tea real quick. Give me a second. You don't believe me? Because people will overuse you. People will abuse you. People will literally suck the life out of you. People will, if you let them. Remember how I tell y'all about how expensive your no is and how valuable your no is? Like, sometimes you gotta operate in the no. And sometimes no is the best thing to help someone to get on their feet. Sometimes not being always available with someone, it teaches them to be independent. It teaches them to lean and depend on themselves. It teaches them to figure it out. It teaches them. Sometimes a lot of people can't learn to do things on their own, or learn to be independent, or learn to take care of stuff, or learn to do things decently in order, or learn to keep their stuff on track, is because they always have somebody to follow on. They always got somebody to depend on. Or I can spend my money on this, that, and that, because if I need this for this, which is important, or I need to pay a bill, or I need diapers, or I need this, I could just ask this person. No, you can't, because I'm saying no now. And I don't even like the word hate. I hate telling people no. I do not like to have to tell you no. But if you start to overly abuse my yes, no is up. No is coming real quick. No is coming so fast, it's going to slap you in the face and you're going to be like, what? Sharon said no. She did. Because I'm in my no era. I'm in so many eras, y'all. I'm in my soft girl era, my healing era, my boss lady era. I'm in all kind of eras. And I'm going to dwell here. I'm going to dwell here forever because it's good here. It's peaceful here. It's happy here, okay? I'm in my happy girl era. You're not taking this away. So if the situation merits a no to keep my sanity, no, it's going to be. No, it's going to be. It's going to be there at the top of the list. No. I'm serious. Sometimes a no is necessary. So, because I want to see people grow, I want to see people start to do things better. Like, I don't want you to depend on me. If that makes sense. I am a dependable person. I am a very dependable person. I'm a very responsible person. However, I don't want you to have to always depend on me to figure it out and work it out for you. I need you to elevate. Man up, boss up, woman up, faith up. Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. I think the best thing you would do is figure it out for yourself. I'm telling you, you will be so proud of yourself when you learn to figure it out. Figure it out. You're going to stop wasting your money on nonsense. Because I ain't giving you no money for your bad habits. Answer is no. It's going to be a no. It's going to be a no. It's going to be a no. Because no is necessary. Sharon, no. Can't do it. There's some people right now, you guys, that I have to say no to because I'm trying to make them more responsible. I'm trying to make them more independent. And sometimes in order for people to become independent, in order for people to do things decent in order and to get on track, they have to fall on their ass. Excuse my language, but I mean it. You have to fall on your tail. And you have to hit rock bottom. And you have to realize, I don't want to hit that no more. So whatever I got to do to avoid hitting that, I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to take care of my business. I'm going to have an emergency account. I'm going to have an extra savings account. I'm going to pay all these bills first before I go play. I'm going to do what I'm going to be responsible. Adulting is real. It's not just an age. It's real life stuff. Just like you got bills, so do I. Just like you got a mortgage, so do I. Just like you got life insurance and medical insurance, so do I. You need to put gas in your car, so do I. You got kids to feed, so do I. I'm buying school clothes for 4 boys. So do I. So do I. We all have life going on. So when I tell you that it's not a good thing to be self-centered, it's not a good thing to feel like what you're going through is bigger than what everybody else is going through. It's not okay to feel like what you have going on is more important than what we have going on. That's a very, that to me, that's the most disrespectful thing you could do. Feel like what you're dealing with is more important than what I'm dealing with. Like, how many people do you need to help you with this situation? How many people do you need to reach out to you? How many people? How many people? How many? So you trying to have a pity party. I'm not down for those type of parties. I'm willing to celebrate. I like celebratory parties. I like those kind. I could celebrate you. Even on my worst day, I could be in a really bad place and I'll still celebrate you, and you would never know. You would never know. You know why you would never know? Because I'm not a selfish person. I'm not a selfish person. I do know how to put my stuff to the side to celebrate you. I do know how to put my issues and my worries and my everything to the side to celebrate you. I'm her. But there is a time where I have to say no to all of this so I can take care of me too. There's nothing wrong with being that. That's not selfish. There's moments in time in life where you might have to be selfish to take care of you. But don't be selfish in a way that you feel like everybody owes you something. Nobody owes you anything. Absolutely nothing. You owe yourself something. You owe yourself the ability to grow. You owe yourself the ability to be better. You owe yourself the ability to live in your freedom and be happy. Nobody's happy that ain't got nobody. You miserable. You ain't got nobody. You ain't got a friend in sight. You mean to tell me you keep running everybody away? Everybody. 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 You gotta do better. Get it together. Get it together. Get it together. You gotta do better. We gotta do better as a people. And if you got somebody in your corner and they ain't telling you to do better, then you need to go find some more friends. Because I'm going to be that friend to tell you to do better. I told my best friend yesterday she had to do better. Because that's my best friend. And I ain't going to never let her not be her best. Do better. Do better. Learn the word no and utilize it to your full potential, please. It's 2 letters. It's real easy. It's real easy. And once you start saying it, it gets even more easier. Say it. Say it and mean it and not feel guilty about it. That's the key. Don't feel guilty about saying no because it's necessary. If my no is going to help you be better, I'll do it any day. If my no is going to help you to be better, if my no is going to help you to tap into the greatest part of who you are, if my no is going to strengthen you, if my no is going to make you like thrive, oh, I'm saying no. Don't be so quick to say yes to everything. Don't. Because people get disappointed real quick. Don't. Did I say don't? Don't. Well, you know, that time has come. The time has come. Well, where our show is coming to an end. I miss you guys already. I love sitting here and conversing with you guys. Please, please, please comment. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know. Y'all can tell me, Sharon, you doing too much. That's unnecessary. You know, I don't know if I'm going to like it, but I take it and I'm going to respond to it still. And I'm going to respond out of love. And I'm going to respond out of genuine care because I want to hear what y'all got to say. Tap in. Tell me if you know anybody like this. Tell me if it's you. Tell me if you want to work on it. Tell me if you need a friend. Tell me. I'm here to help you. I'm here to push you. I'm here to motivate you. Remember, I am your hype man, okay? I got you. But thank you again, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to All In No Limits podcast. I really appreciate the support. I really appreciate the love. When I tell you I am so proud of myself. And I'm so grateful for every last one of you guys. Like every last, that's why I'm telling you, comment, leave a comment, because I'm going to respond. I want to know my community. I want to know y'all. I want to hear y'all stories. I really do. Because I come here out of love to just talk, but it's healing. It's healing to me. It's healing to those who need it. Like, I'm here to motivate you. I'm here to push you, because what did we come to do but to be our better self? We want to be better. We want to be better. Anybody want to be better? I'm always finding ways to be better. I'm always correcting my ways and my actions, because I'm responsible for my happiness. And I don't get happiness in hurting other people. I don't find happiness in letting people down. I don't find happiness in making everything about me. I don't. Y'all already know I love to be around people. I have separation issues. That's my issue. Lord, help your girl, because I do. I love people. I love my family. I love people so much, you guys. Like, it's hard for me to walk away and detach. But sometimes it's necessary. It's necessary for growth. It's necessary for healing. It's necessary for you. So tap into whatever it is you need to tap into to make you better. If there's something y'all want me to talk about, comment. I'm going to talk about it. 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 So leave your comments. Let me know what y'all want to talk about. Let me know what y'all want to hear. Okay, I will be having guests coming soon. And if you want to be a guest on my show, tap in. I will leave the email address in the description box. But thank you again for just tuning in to the All In No Limits podcast, where you're going to always find me, your girl, your sister, your best friend, your pusher, your niece, your motivator, your hype man. Okay, I got you. It's me, Sharon Yvonne. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tap that little bell thing so you can know when I'm uploading, so you can know when to tap in, so you can know when your girl is here, okay? Because I'm going to keep coming back. I'm going to keep giving you more, because I love this. I love this. I spoke this into existence. So I'm so glad you are tuning in. I'm so glad you are loving it. I love it. I love it. But thank you again. I love you. Bye.